In the high-definition glare of daytime television, where every laugh line and late-night conversation is scrutinized, few figures have maintained the level of consistent energy, physical vitality, and relatable wit as Kelly Ripa. For over 2 decades at the helm of Live, Ripa has evolved from a soap opera star into a fitness icon and accidental wellness guru. However, the narrative surrounding her physique is often reduced to sensational headlines about weight loss or miracle drugs. To look at Kelly Ripa's lifestyle is to observe a study in contradiction and balance. She maintains one of the most disciplined workout regimens in Hollywood, yet openly admits to gaining weight when she tried to get healthier by quitting alcohol. She adheres to a strict alkaline diet to manage chronic pain, yet she refuses to look at herself in the shower mirror because it is terrifying. This is not a story of effortless perfection. It is a story of strategic maintenance, honesty, and adaptation. The morning ritual, alkaline over acidity. While many of us stumble toward the coffee machine, Ripa's morning routine is a meticulously calibrated chemical event. For years, the 54-year-old host struggled with joint pain and inflammation, a side effect of decades of high-intensity dancing and physical performance. Her solution was not just more stretching, but a dietary overhaul focused on pH levels. Working closely with nutritionist Dr. Daryl Joffrey, Ripa embraced an alkaline diet. The philosophy is simple: reduce acid-producing foods, sugar, dairy, processed grains, alcohol. Her day begins not with a pastry, but with a glass of water mixed with a scoop of dehydrated greens, essentially drinking her vegetables before she has even brushed her teeth. This is followed by her coffee, though it bears little resemblance to the sugary lattes most people order. Ripa blends her coffee with grass-fed butter in powdered alkalizer, creating a fatty, low-acid brew designed to fuel her brain without inflaming her joints. It is a routine that defies the breakfast is the most important meal dogma, proving that for Ripa, timing is everything.
The 3-day lightning rod and protein adaptation. Perhaps the most relatable aspect of Ripa's wellness journey is her admission that even she struggles with wardrobe malfunctions. Before a recent Oscars event, Ripa found herself in a panic. The side zip of her dress kept catching her side skin, a specific, painful type of pinch only women in formal wear understand. Her solution was not a starvation juice cleanse, but a temporary, hyper-focused protein diet. Inspiration came from an unlikely source, her husband, Mark Consuelos. Known for his chiseled physique, Consuelos adheres to a strict, high animal protein regimen. Ripa admits she usually hates this diet, finding meat heavy and unappealing, but she decided to live like Mark for just 72 hours. The menu was austere: steak, yogurt, and greens. By flooding her system with 30 grams of protein per meal, she managed to satiate her hunger, reduce bloating, and smooth the silhouette required for her gown. She didn't love it, she confessed, but that dress zipped right up. This honesty is refreshing. She does not pretend to live on grilled chicken and broccoli every day. Instead, she utilizes a tactical, short-term dietary shock to meet a specific aesthetic goal, a pragmatic approach that registered dietitians actually approve of, provided protein is spread evenly throughout the day for absorption.
The sobering truth: gaining weight by quitting alcohol. In the wellness world, sobriety is often marketed as a panacea for weight loss. Cut the wine, drop the pounds. When Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos jointly quit drinking in 2017, she expected this magical transformation to occur. Instead, the scale went up, significantly. Ripa revealed on Live that she gained 12 pounds after eliminating alcohol. The reason? Sugar substitution. Alcohol, particularly wine, is metabolically sugar-heavy. When she removed the bitter-tasting sugar of alcohol, her body craved the dopamine hit of sweetness elsewhere. "I just took to eating the sugars," she explained. She swapped the Chardonnay for chocolate, the cocktails for carbs. This revelation is crucial for anyone attempting a dry January or a sober lifestyle. It highlights the biological reality that weight loss is purely thermodynamic. Removing one calorie source, alcohol, does not work if it is replaced by another, dessert. Despite the weight gain, Ripa has stuck with sobriety. The trade-off, better sleep, lack of hangovers, and reduced long-term inflammation, outweighed the vanity metric of the scale. The Anna Kaiser Protocol, 6 days of intensity. If the diet is the foundation, exercise is the architecture of Ripa's physique. She does not like to work out. She treats it as a non-negotiable appointment. Her trainer of many years, Anna Kaiser, notes that Ripa rarely misses a session, even if she only has 15 or 20 minutes. She really shows up, Kaiser told the Daily Mail. It is literally the only time she has for herself, and that is sacred. Ripa's workout splits are designed to prevent the adrenal fatigue that can plague women in their 50s. She trains roughly 6 days a week, but the programming varies wildly to keep the body guessing. A typical week includes sculpt and dance, a fusion of ballet bar work and high-energy cardio, step in intervals, traditional step aerobics mixed with power pushes, mash-up and recovery, a mix of modalities supplemented by yoga for flexibility. Kaiser emphasizes a nice balance of 4 modalities: athletic conditioning, interval training, sculpting, and recovery. This is not about lifting as heavy as possible. It is about muscular endurance. The goal is the toned look, lean muscle that burns calories at rest without the bulk. Ripa's famous arm definition, often highlighted at red carpet events, comes from specific pulsing exercises on a ballet bar and resistance band work, not heavy deadlifts.
The controversy: fans, Ozempic, and the SAD diet. Despite her successes, Ripa is not immune to the court of public opinion or the nasty whispers of the internet. As she has aged, her slender frame has occasionally triggered concern among fans. Some have labeled her eating habits sad or restrictive, pointing to the fact that her lunch is often just a salad of microgreens, sprouts, and avocado, while dinner is steamed vegetables with a small piece of fish or tofu. The rumor mill went into overdrive regarding the use of weight loss drugs like Ozempic. Articles have floated the theory that her rapid slimming in recent years must be chemically assisted. However, Ripa's camp has consistently pointed back to the math of her lifestyle, burning thousands of calories a week in dance classes while consuming a low-calorie, alkaline diet inevitably leads to a low body weight. It is also worth noting the psychological element of her routine. In a surprisingly vulnerable moment, Ripa recently admitted to dark showering, not just for the wellness trend of reducing blue light, but because she is terrified of seeing herself soaking wet in a full-length mirror. "There's nothing more frightening than seeing me soaking wet," she joked, though the comment hinted at a level of body dysmorphia or discomfort that plagues even the most fit individuals. The takeaway: sustainability over suffering. So what is the ultimate secret to Kelly Ripa's wellness? It is not Ozempic, and it is not genetics. It is the high-level management of opposites. She works out like an athlete, but accepts weight gain. She restricts her diet to alkalizing vegetables, but indulges in healthy desserts like avocado chocolate mousse. She is disciplined, but not dogmatic. For the average reader, Ripa's routine offers a few high-value takeaways that don't require a personal trainer or a private chef. Prioritize protein at the right time. Even if you don't like meat, finding plant-based proteins, tofu, tahini, yogurt, helps maintain muscle mass as you age. Understand the sugar shift. If you remove alcohol from your diet, actively plan for how you will handle sugar cravings, or you may end up gaining weight like Ripa did. Movement is sacred. Ripa views her workout as the only hour of the day that belongs entirely to her. Reframing exercise as me time rather than a chore changes the psychological motivation. Manage inflammation. The shift toward an anti-inflammatory or alkaline diet helped Ripa manage pain without medication, a strategy that becomes increasingly relevant with age. Kelly Ripa may be terrified of her own wet reflection, and she may have gained a dozen pounds trying to be healthy, but she remains one of the most authentic voices in wellness. She proves that health is not a destination of perfection, but a constant, sweaty, confusing, and ultimately worthwhile negotiation with your own body.